Hi, welcome to Crafty Little Things. I'm Andrea. I said that I would show you how to make, how to stick these on in a different way to these baby building blocks. So this is what I'm going to do now. These are just simply stuck on the top of these ones. They were very vanilla. They've been inked up in different ways, and then they're on a white stitch shaped framelit, which is on top of a pink or a blue scalloped edged layering square framelit, and then on a white box. I'm making one now that's different to that. It's going to be a pink box, and it's going to have very vanilla scallops, blushing bride stitch shapes, and then very vanilla letters. Now what you want to do, you can look at the other video for all the ins and outs of making it, but the only thing I'm going to do differently is I'm not going to ink up the letter, and I'm going to put it on to my stitch shape framelit, and then I'm going to sandwich it between a clean piece of cardstock, and then I'm going to run it through the Big Shot as if it was going through as a thinlet. So all the layers of the platform will be there, and it'll be sandwiched between the two plates. Just press right down. And where it can be really useful is if you were doing it into the same colour. So if you wanted to do sort of a really sort of, I'm going to just use this piece of scrap here, and I'm just going to get a letter. If you were doing it on a really minimalist kind of look, so I'll use a J. Right, so if this J was going to be on one of my things, it will get used, this, don't worry. So I'm going to just pop some glue, really light glue. You do need to cover the whole letter, but very lightly, because obviously the glue is going to come under a lot of pressure and it's going to get squished out. So just pop the J on there, and then put it between in a nice sort of clean piece of DSP, a piece of cardstock, sandwich it in, and then pop it on your plate. Pop it between your plates, and have all your 2 and your 1 platform down. Treat it however your die cutting machine works. Treat it as if it was a thinlet. Whoops, that's why I've got a new Big Shot, because the handles fell off this one. But it's handy to have this one in here, just because I normally do all my die cutting in one place, but it's handy to have this one here just for little last minute jobs like this. So then you'll see now your J looks like it's been embossed into that. So now if I wanted to take the stitch shape and cut it out, now what I could do is I could pop that onto my scallop and just have a really minimalist kind of look with just the J looking like it's been embossed. Can you see that? When I'm making the box, I'll put them together. So that's what we're sort of doing, and you can see the difference. Look, this is the letter that hasn't been run through the Big Shot, and this one has. Look how much tighter that one looks. Yeah, so I'm going to do them all. I'm going to just pop all of these letters on for little Harper. That's what she's called, the little girl who this is for. this on the other on my other channel, and it has got the, on my other video, and it has got the centimetres, and I am aware that I'm running out of light, so I'm going to do it pretty quickly because I do like to work in good daylight. So 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8, and 11. Is it 11.5? 11.5, sorry. And then on this side, we need to be going at 1/2, and 3 3/8, and 6 1/4. And then we need to just turn it round, and we need to just go at 2 3/8 down to the first score line here. It's the second score line really, horizontal, and 6 1/4 down to that horizontal. And like I say, there is a video with really slow step-by-step instructions, and also with centimetres, so go back to that one if you want a really precise sort of cutting guide. But we'll cut in all of this out. Leaving those flaps for the lid there. Leave that flap for the lid there and cut this out. Save this because you'll need that to make a little barrier to stop your lid going down too far. Cut out the little squares from the end of your lid flaps. Oops, flying out my hands. Cut those little squares out. Cut in just to the first horizontal from this angle, and then just notch in for these little flaps that are going to be going into the sides of your box, that are going to be your lid. I'm doing it very quickly, and if this is the first video you've seen and you're thinking she's going too quick, I can't keep up, then please go to my original video, which I'll link below, with the white blocks on, because I do everything really slowly there. So then you cut up all your horizontal, all your verticals up to your first horizontal for the bottom. And then this is your back, this is your front, so I don't mind taking a couple of notches out of the sides, but I wouldn't take the front or back, personally. Just because, for me, it helps me make sure my box is perfectly square, and it just looks better finished. Now, I'm going to fold and burnish. And there's no secrets or surprises in this. It's just so the piece you cut off earlier, you've already got 1/2 inch marked on it. So just fold it at that score line and then just cut it off along that edge. So you've got that folded piece. And then just glue your folded piece together. This is just going to make a little stopper, and then you can print your Stampin' Up logo on there like we said earlier. And it's just going to make a little stopper, so what you do is you just pop it in at 1/2 inch. So if you don't want to get your tape measures out or whatever, just stick that in because you know it's 1/2 inch. Just hold it there draw a line, and then you just know you need to stick it on that line. Put plenty of glue on and just stick it on that line. And all that'll do is it'll just stop your lid from falling in on itself. And to make it a little design feature, just put your Stampin' Up logo, your Stampin' Up stamp on there, and then it looks to all intents and purposes as if I'm gonna do it in blue because I never cleaned my stamp. Yeah, so it looks to all intents and purposes as if it's a label. Okay, I mean, you can round it off, you can tidy it up, do whatever you want with it, but that's just there to stop that caving in, basically. Right, so now we're going to pop these on. Now look, if we were going for a really minimalist effect, look how pretty that is. Yeah, and it could also be on a very vanilla background as well, so you could make your box out of very vanilla and then it'd be really fresh. Okay, I might do one of those, might do some more and make one that's, but it does look really, really cute and effective, and it does look like it's been embossed because it sort of presses all the ends down. Now this is Harper, so think about how you're going to, if it's somebody's name, think about how you're going to spell the name. So are you going to go sort of up, Harper, like that, or would you go so then just glue, you can't put that one on yet because it's the bottom, just glue that little flap and bring your box around and it should fit really beautifully. And then if I was you, I'd just go inside and just use your bone folder and just have a little press of everything just before we bring it all together. And then for the bottom then, this is your front, this A. So you see there's a couple of bits there that will come off with an eraser. Your side flaps will come in, and one of them is, they're going to overlap slightly. So put a little bit of glue along one edge, bring them up, and then your front and back flaps, cover those in glue. Because they'll be completely attached to each other. So this is the front, so put your back down, get it nice and square, you see, because you haven't notched in, you know those two sides have got to be spot on for it to be square, and the same with your front. Pop that in, give it all a good press down, and then you can close your lid, and there you have it, your box with what looks like embossing on it. And then all you need to do is stick your bottom one on. Don't forget to stick your bottom on because I often forget and then wonder why I've got a spare one. And it looks so cute. And if you've got a child with 6 letters in its name, these are perfect. If you've got more or less, then you've got a bit of a job on your hands. I've got 6 letters in my name. Both my children have got 6 letters in their name. So that's it then. So there's your lovely box. You do get a really lovely nice fit with this. I've put that a little bit too far down because I was doing it so quickly, but you get a lovely fit, and it just, I mean, it's just such a pretty little thing, so cute. So yeah, that's the kind of embossing technique. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was useful, and take care. Bye bye.